All-time leading Niners rusher and third all-time leading rusher, Frank Gore, has finally announced his retirement. So, we definitely want to take a few moments to congratulate Frank Gore. Obviously, one of the best to ever do it. Yeah, I mean, he had an outstanding career. Obviously, like we said, third all-time, 16,000 yards, even. Finished, right on 16,000.
Really, it's really even 16,000 yards.
16,000 right on the dot.
That's badass.
I guess he didn't want to fuck with that. He's like,
that would help me. Like I don't have OCD, but like I guess everyone has some mild form.
Yeah.
I like a nice even numbers. Like that would make me so happy if I was him to be like, oh my god, an even 16,000. Like I'm not, fuck that. I'm retiring.
Yeah, exactly. So Frank Gore, he has elected to sign a one-day contract with the team that drafted him, the San Francisco 49ers, best team in the NFL. Obviously a little bit biased there, but so he is signing and retiring a Niner. Unfortunately, it wasn't in an active capacity, which would have liked to have seen him play in.
Yeah.
But I was kind of hoping that he would have come back last year, late on our run to the Super Bowl, and at least gotten to play in a few of those games. But unfortunately, no such luck. But nevertheless, still an outstanding career. It was. Frank Gore has been quoted as saying that we're still trying to figure out when I'm going through my one-day contract to sign to do my retirement. I told Jed York I always want to be a Niner, so we're working on that right now. So Gore hasn't played since the 2020 season when he was with the New York Jets, and he tallied 742 total yards and 2 touchdowns. So, still at the age, I'm trying to think, like, how old was he when he played with the Jets?
I think he's like
it was
37
when he was playing with the Jets, yeah. 37. So at age 37, still picking up over 700 yards and scoring a couple touchdowns, albeit on the awful Jets, which almost makes it more impressive because
I was going to say, that kind of makes it even more impressive that he still did that well. Like,
yeah. So, obviously, the Jets were his 5th team. He was drafted by the Niners in the third round of the 2005 draft. And spent
that was the Alex Smith draft, wasn't it?
Yep. We got Alex in the first round and then him in the third. So that was a hell of a draft for us. So Frank spent the first 10 years of his career in San Francisco, rushing for at least 1,000 yards in 8 of those 10 seasons. So pretty much all but 2 of them. Being named to 5 Pro Bowls. And then he's 38 years old now, but he's also played with the Colts, the Miami Dolphins, the Buffalo Bills, and the New York Jets. So obviously a hell of a career for Mr. Frank Gore. Obviously, there's a lot of debate on whether Frank Gore is a Hall of Famer. I think, hell yes, Frank Gore is definitely a Hall of Famer. I think that there's no doubt about it. I mean, you look at, there's 2 guys in front of him. It's Emmitt Smith and Walter Payton. Both of those guys are absolutely Hall of Famers. So
yeah, I don't know why that would even be a question.
I mean,
that's insane.
The only argument that some people have is that sometimes, like, it took, like, with the amount of time that, like, he played for, and like a lot of those.
That's also kind of impressive though that he played that long. And,
exactly, and I think what makes Frank Gore a Hall of Famer, I mean, not alone, but I don't know if you knew this, but coming out of Miami University in college, I actually saw this national championship game that he was playing in. He tore both of his ACLs, and that's why he fell. He was a first-round pick, but that's why he fell to the 3rd round, and we were able to get him because we took Alex Smith in the 1st round, and he wasn't. People didn't even know if he would ever suit up and actually play football, and obviously,
he had the career he did.
He did more than just play football. He had a Hall of Fame career. So
I'm definitely happy to see him do this one-day contract thing to retire as a Niner. That's always
absolutely that's
cool,
badass.
Cool to see that. He has he's always a Niner. That's where he started out. Even though he did eventually move on, you can tell he's always felt truly like he's a Niner.
Yeah, absolutely. He has, and even last year when he was like, I want to come back to the Niners, that's where he's always felt at home. So obviously, I love Frank Gore, man. He's one of my all-time favorites. And
he's badass.
What's next for Frank the Tank? What's next for the Inconvenient Truth? So, I mean, he's made some announcements. Obviously, he's set to make his professional boxing debut on May 14th in Jackson, Mississippi, on Game Bread Promotions card.
Wait, didn't this already happen? Why do I feel like
it did happen to
Yeah.
a point? So we're getting to that. So yeah,
and didn't he get his ass like beat pretty bad, or am I thinking of a different fight?
It wasn't. He lost on split. Well, yeah. So anyway, what ended up happening was he fought in a previous fight to NBA player Deron Williams in an exhibition fight, and he lost in a split decision. But yeah, it didn't look very good. He didn't account very well.
All right.
But
so
this is going to be.
I do remember this then.
Yeah. So he is going to have another fight. Now this fight is going to take place on May 14th, which ironically is Frank Gore's 39th birthday. So hopefully Frank can kick some ass for his birthday. His opponent has yet to be announced, but it is going to be streamed on Fight TV, or FITE. So tune in and watch it, everybody, if you get the chance to watch Frank hopefully go and account well
Hopefully
for himself.
do better
even if
this
he doesn't
time.
win. Even if he doesn't win, at least have a good accounting for yourself, Frank. Go out there and look good. And he's also been reported there's been mutual interest between him and Jed York of him potentially joining the Niners front office in a potential scouting role. So obviously big things happening for Frank. So congratulations, you deserve it, Frank. Enjoy retirement, buddy. Or boxing. Doesn't really sound like he's just retiring.
Yeah, you would think after being a running back in the NFL for that long, maybe give your body a little break, but nah, apparently not.
It's like I'm good, man. I'm good. Frank Gore seems like just one of those guys that's like, I'll sleep when I'm dead. He just seems like one of those kinds of guys. And I was like, all right. That's why he ran for, what's 16,000? That's like a mile, isn't it? Or that's a couple miles.
A mile is 5,000 feet, so yeah, it'd be about a mile.
He's run for some miles in the NFL.
It's almost a mile basically, because it's 3 feet to a yard. So.
Attaboy. Good for you. Good for you, Frank.